Hey girls, so I wanted to finish this lesson with you guys so you could do Wednesday's lesson without any misunderstanding. If once I've finished this, anyway, I'll still meet with you on Thursday for a little bit anyway. All right, so we went over quite a bit of vocabulary today. So since these two angles, 120 and angle X, are vertical angles, that means they're congruent. So the measure of angle X must be congruent to this angle, which is 120 degrees. All right. Also, 120, angle 120 and angle Y makes a straight angle, right? A straight line. So that means that these two angles are supplementary. So if this angle is 120, that means that angle Y is 60 degrees because all straight lines equal 180 degrees. All right, now we want to know what is the measure of angle B? Well, angle B and this angle that's 80 make up this straight line right here. So that means that angle B has to be 120 degrees. And always look at the angle. That's an obtuse number, right? So look at the angle. Does that look obtuse? If it doesn't, then you've done something wrong. Now the value of M, all right, let me erase this. So angle M plus 30 and 80 are vertical. That means they're equal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this angle, M plus 30, equal to 80. And I want to solve for M. I'm going to do that by subtracting 30 from both sides. So that means the value of M is 50, because 50 plus 30 is 80 degrees, and that matches its vertical angle. All right. All right, now I didn't get to this part, but I wanted to talk to you about the triangle inequality theorem. So imagine that you have a straw, and imagine that straw is 5 inches long, okay? And I want to make a triangle out of my straw that's 5 inches long. Well, let's say I have another straw that's only 1 inch, and then I have a straw that's 3 inches long. Well, is there any way for me to make a triangle out of those 3 straws? No, these 2 sides are too short. At least one of them has to be longer. They don't touch each other, right? They're never going to touch each other. So these 3 straws can never make a triangle. So there's a pattern that people have figured out over the years called the triangle inequality theorem. The sum of the 2 shorter sides, so the 2 shorter sides of this is 1 and 3. The sum of the 2 shorter sides must be greater than the longest side. What is 1 plus 3? Is 4 greater than 5? The answer is no. So that tells us that these side lengths can never make a triangle. It can't make a triangle. Nope, no triangle. And so basically that's what you do. Just like in this picture, we have a straw that's 6 inches long. We have one that's 2 inches long and 3 inches long. Will these ever connect each other? We can't, they're not long enough. So to test our theory, we find the 2 shorter sides, we add them, and the sum of those 2 shorter sides must be greater than the longest side. Well, 3 plus 2 is just 5. 5 is not greater than 6. So these side lengths cannot make a triangle. What about this bottom one right here? Well, our 2 shorter sides are 3 and 3. Is 3 plus 3 greater than 6? Is 6 greater than 6? It's not, right? It's equal to 6. So once again, if I have straws 6 inches, 3 inches, and 3 inches, I cannot form a triangle with those. However, look at this one. My 2 shorter sides are 4 and 3. Is that greater than the longest side? Yes, it is. 7 is greater than 6. So that's why we can connect our straws and we can form a triangle. So that's basically what the triangle inequality theorem says. So this question is, or these questions are, can the following side lengths make a triangle? So always pick out your two smallest numbers. Is 5 plus 5 greater than 10? No, it's not. It's equal to 10. So number one, the answer is no. All right, number two, our two shorter sides. Is 14 plus 6 greater than 19? Yep, 20 is greater than 19. So what is our answer? Our answer is yes. All right, you try the next three and then, so pause the video, try the next three and then come back and see if your answers are right. All right, number three, we have 4 plus 7 are 2. Always find your two smallest numbers. So our two smallest numbers are 4 and 7, which is greater than 10. That is correct. So our answer is yes. Our two smallest numbers is 3 plus 5 is greater than 7. Yes, 8 is greater than 7. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. Is 3 greater than 3? Nope. So hopefully you got all those right. All right, so the other thing we needed to talk about was the triangle sum theorem. If you take any triangle in the whole wide world and you add together the three measurements of the angles, you will always, always, always get 180 degrees every time. Every single time you get 180 degrees, okay? So let's look at triangle ABC on the top. 70 plus 50 is 120 and 120 is 60. This triangle, we're missing a side length. So the question is, what is the side length, or excuse me, not side length, angle measurement? Well, we have to add what we have. So 60 plus 40 is 100. So that means angle C must be 80 degrees. All right, let's go on. All right, now think about this. If I give you side lengths, that's a set measurement, right? An inch is an inch, a foot is a foot, a centimeter is a centimeter. We can't adjust specific lengths. So if we find out that we have three side lengths and the sum of the two smaller sides is greater than the third side, so 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 is greater than 5, and it makes a triangle. Well, when it tells us that we have a 3-inch triangle, a triangle with side lengths 3 inches, 4 inches, and 5 inches, that means that that makes one unique triangle. No matter, even if you take it apart and put the sides back together, it's still going to be congruent to this triangle because an inch is an inch, a foot is a foot, right? These measurements never change. So these side lengths can only make one unique triangle. However, when you have angle measurements that equal 180 degrees, you can make different sizes of that particular triangle. You can make a tiny one, a medium one, a big one, a ginormous one, because that doesn't tell us how long each side has to be. So look at these two triangles down here. We have one on the left that's a 90, 45, and 45 triangle, and the one on the right also has those same measurements. We can make each of those triangles still different sizes. So basically, if the three angles add up to 180 degrees, those produce an infinite number of triangles. We could keep making these triangles bigger or smaller all day, and we'll never run out of the different sizes we could use for those triangles. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So if it's inches or feet or centimeters or a measurement, we got to think about the triangle inequality theorem. And the answer is only either one triangle or zero triangles. But if it's measurements of angles, as long as those three numbers equal 180 degrees, we can make an infinite number of triangles. So let's look at number one. If I take the two smaller numbers, which is 5 and 12, and I add them, I get 17. Is 17 greater than 15? Yep. Since those are inches, that would make exactly one unique triangle. Okay. All right, what about triangle with side lengths 10, 10, and 25? Well, the two smaller sides are 10 and 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. Is 20 greater than the longest side? Nope. So the answer is this would not make a triangle. 0 triangles. The next one says a triangle with angle measurements of 40 degrees, 60 degrees, and 80. Well, what is 40 plus 60 plus 80? That's 180 degrees. So we could make an infinite number of triangles. Or on some tests, it asks, could you make 0 triangles, 1, or more than 1? So the answer is more than 1. More than 1. Okay. What about number 4? A triangle with side lengths 3, 4, and 7. So add up those two smaller numbers. Actually, you guys try 4, 5, and 6, and then come back and check your answers. All right, 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 is not greater than 7, so this answer is 0. Look at number 5. If we add up those measurements, we get 35 plus 65 plus 75. I got 175. We cannot make a triangle that's not equal to 180 degrees. We cannot make a triangle that's any measurement sum except for 180. So this would make 0 triangles. And then look at the last one, 140 plus 20 plus 20. So 140 plus 20 is 160 plus 20. All of those answers was 0. So I hope you guys understand that. I hope that helped you as you're continuing on with your work this week. And then you guys are going to review on Friday with some IXL problems. And then on Monday, you'll take a mid-module quiz, but we'll go over more questions like that on Thursday. All right. Well, I hope that helped you guys. And if you need me, reach out to me and I will be happy to help you. Everyone have a great day.